Whoa, good morning, guys. I wanted to give everybody a channel update, and it was a thunderstorm this morning, but that has passed. And it is beautifully warm and sunny out here, so let's do this little channel update. I'm feeling karmically aligned. I'm not going to get into details, but I'll just tell you guys there's been ongoing family things over property and stuff, and I've resolved it. So I woke up the other day and I was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this dragging on, and I resolved it. So it's going to lead to a conflict with my dad, but it fixes something with my brother. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm feeling great. And I want to tell you guys that when you're in this state, I've noticed, you know, people say karma, and I don't know if that's what you call it, but you do the right thing. And you'll never do the right thing by everybody, but you do the right thing by yourself as best you can. And you know, you have that internal voice, that internal feeling that when you do the right thing, you just know it. And so I want to touch on that a little bit because, so I did this thing, which, you know, has been going on for years, and I ended it. I resolved it. I called my brother. I said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to work together and we're going to end this. And so all day I was feeling, okay, I finally did it, the right thing. And you guys know that we bought a new drone last week, and there's just a couple of little things here. I'm paying attention to all the small things that are happening. So we bought the new drone, and I thought, geez, you know, it's very expensive. I really need to buy the DJI Refresh, which is the insurance that you get through DJI to replace your drone. And I thought, I'm going to buy the 2-year package, and it was $125 American. And then I remembered that somebody on the channel had donated American money to the channel a couple of years back, and I've been saving it in the PayPal to spend it on something that required American money, because then you don't lose the transfer fees to Canadian and all this stuff, right? So I was hanging on to it, and I remembered there was $132 left American in there, and the DJI coverage was $125. So you guys made it possible to, well, one person donated that and made it possible to get the insurance on the drone, which gives us 4 replacements over the next 2 years. If anything happens to the new drone, we are covered. Now, that being said, I need to give a shout out to all of the regular followers and subscribers of the channel. There are a few of you that donate. Every month we get about $100. As you guys know, I save it in the PayPal until we get a few hundred, and then I put it on towards something, new gear or something for the channel. So somebody made a donation the other day, Claire K. She made another substantial donation, and I wanted to thank her, but I want to thank all of you regular guys that do it, because we had $300 in there. And guess what? The camcorder, my Sony camcorder, which we have filmed, like, I'm going to say between 700 and 800 videos on for you guys since 2017 when I bought it. The flippy screen, it just went kaput. So as soon as you touched the screen, it would go black. I couldn't do any of the touchscreen stuff. I couldn't see what I was filming. I ordered a cable. I thought, well, I'll be able to maybe fix the camcorder. Not the case. Damn it. Yeah, it was a good run, but no. It had broken before underneath the plastic bottom, and I had put a Manfrotto plate on there to hold it together. And as soon as I took that off and tried to get into the camcorder to fix it, it just fell apart into a bunch of little pieces. The cable that I ordered was not the right cable, and you cannot get parts for that camcorder. So unfortunately, I had to buy a new one. So where I'm going with that is, again, they don't make camcorders, guys. I'm buying an 8-year-old camcorder and paying the same price that they were selling them for 8 years ago, because it's a niche product. Nobody else wants this. Everybody wants a DSLR, or the new phones are great. But you guys know when we go for a walk back there in the swamp, we need to be able to zoom in if we see something on the far side of the swamp. And that's why I love the camcorder. So we ordered another one, and there was $300 in the PayPal. I'm going to take that out and put it towards the cost of the new camcorder. And this time we switched. I was very tempted to stick with the Sony AX53, which we've had 8 years. I loved it. We have the Sony AX700. It's a little more professional level, but it's big and heavy. So I thought about not even buying a new camcorder because I have this other one sitting on the shelf. Well, I went and did a video at the Wild Yams last weekend, and I had to use that camera, and it's heavy, it's big, beautiful picture, and all full manual controls on it, but not my favorite camera to use. So we ended up ordering one of the Panasonic cameras. Grant had one, he just got a new camcorder, and they're about half the size of the Sonys. So I want to thank all of you regular viewers. You guys make this stuff possible to keep going on and entertaining you guys and making videos, because YouTube doesn't pay anything. It never did. But, you know, I was talking with Jen, who runs her channel, and she said the same thing. She said it's not even worth, you know, you have to have a love and passion to just continue to share and entertain people, because it's not worth anything. You make $1 or $3 a video off of YouTube, right? So you guys are the ones making this possible. And I want to thank all of you guys for watching and supporting. Now, back to this alignment karma thing. You guys can't tell me that this is a coincidence. I'm 48. When we moved into this house, we had my 40th birthday party in the garage. And I took my birthday money and I bought myself some new tools. I bought a drill, a hammer drill, the whippersnipper. They all used the same battery. And I thought, yesterday, I'm in the garage and I thought, ugh, these batteries aren't what they used to be. I need to buy a new drill set. I went to golf last night with Tom, and I met a new guy at golf, and we exchanged phone numbers. We're going to golf together. Super nice young guy. So that was the first good thing that happened. But then Tom says to me on hole number 6, hey, Gary, did you notice that they have a drill set is the big prize tonight? And I said, no, Tom, I didn't notice. And jokingly, I looked at him, I said, but I'm going to win it. And then I stopped and I thought, seriously, I looked at him, I'm going to win it. Well, we were sitting there last night having our chicken finger and fries after the round. And guess what? I turned around and Carrie, the guy that runs the golf night, was holding this box. I won it. I won the big prize last night. There was only one prize given out for draws. The team that finished first won a prize, and then there was that. That's a $400 Milwaukee combo. And I'm like, there's no way that this is a coincidence that yesterday morning I was thinking I need to replace my drills. I'm feeling, you know, I'm paying attention to the small things and enjoying everything that's going on around me, and then I win that kit. So, guys, I just had to say, you know, you do things that are right, follow your gut, and just pay attention to the small things. And I'm noticing, we've talked about this in my Transcending series, if you pay attention to small miracles, they're happening all the time around you. And you know when you're in conflict with yourself, what you should be, you know, this property thing was just one example, and it's been going on for years, and I just kind of thought, well, it will resolve itself. No, eventually you just have to do something. If you're feeling out of alignment, you have to resolve it yourself. And I did that, and I was just feeling so good about it. So I forgot to mention one of the other little things that happened was we had to look for the new camcorder, and on Amazon, like I said, they're still selling these things for the same price that they came out at 8 years ago. The Panasonic with the ring on the front that we can manually focus, which is what I'm used to doing with the Sony. I don't know how good the autofocus is going to be on the new Panasonic, so I wanted to make sure we have that option to have a twist ring right on the front of the camera. As I'm talking to you guys vlog style, I can turn that focus on me and not the background, because the Sony and most of these small cameras, that's what they do. They don't have the best autofocus system. So if you can switch to manual focusing, anyway, to get that camera with those features and some manual buttons on the side of it was $1,400 plus tax. And another one of these little synchronicities, I actually ordered it, and then I canceled the order because I wasn't sure that that camera had night mode. So I had to do some more research, and yes, it does. And then before I reordered it on Amazon, I thought, I'm going to check B&H Photo, which is in the States. And sometimes, you know, I can get a better deal there. Even with having to pay duty and shipping, sometimes I can get a better deal. Well, guys, I checked B&H. Guess what? The camera was on sale, $200 American dollars off, and free shipping to Canada. So I ended up getting the camera for like $300 less ordering it there than I was going to from Amazon. So again, it's just another one of these little synchronicities that things worked out in an odd way. So I'm appreciative. And yes, I know I'm going to get some abstract viewer who comes on here and says, look at this guy talking about all the money he's spending on drones and cameras. I'm not saying it to brag, guys. If I didn't have to spend that money on new camera gear, I would be extremely happy to keep using my old Sony. But the fact is, to run a YouTube channel, we need to have all these different cameras and gear that, you know, people don't like to see the same things all the time. We need a 360 camera. We need a drone. It's just part of being a creative entertainer. And the ability to do those different shots also keeps me interested in making the video. So it's not about telling you how much I spent for the sake of saying, look how much I spent. God, no, I wish I didn't have to spend that. It's more about being appreciative to you guys for helping me and supporting me and keeping the gear and everything, keeping us on the cutting edge and allowing me to continue doing what I do and keeping my interest up. That's what it's about. Coming up on the channel, I'm going to Tom's cottage this weekend in Quebec. We're going up to work on his roof replacement, but I'm hoping to get some fishing and droning and kayaking in. We're going to make some adventure videos if I can, if we get time. Lots of work to do up there, but hey, maybe I can sneak away in the morning before, you know, those guys are going to be having a few beers after a day's work. I'll be up before them. We'll get out in the kayak, I'm sure. We'll also be doing, I want to test out the new camcorder and maybe just, I'm hoping by switching to Panasonic, I know what I was going to get with the Sony camcorder, but I'm hoping that maybe there's two things that could have been better with the Sony, and that is the autofocus wasn't the greatest. And then the sound, when you were behind the camera filming, it kind of sounded muffled versus when you were in front of the camera. So I'm hoping the Panasonic's going to take care of those two issues. We'll put it through some paces in terms of testing the image stability. It has a different system in it than the Sony. It's more electronic stabilization, but apparently it's pretty good. We'll test out the zoom on it. We may have to tweak the colors because all the videos that I'm looking at, they look very green, but we'll play with all of that. So we'll do some videos with that. We need to get the new drone up in the air. It's been raining a lot, but I'm so excited to be doing droning and get that stuff back on the channel. Trout fishing adventures. Grant and I have at least 3 trips we want to get on here. I haven't been out trout fishing yet this summer. There's just so much stuff to do. I want to take the trailer. We just got back from the wild yams. So the trailer is in tip-top, cleaned out shape, ready to go. It's sitting over there. It's begging for me to use it. I want to take the trailer and just take it back to the woods. I'm thinking about going back that old road where Mouse's cabin is and camping out for a night. And maybe Grant and I will do a paranormal investigation there. I'm hoping I can talk Grant into it. I don't think I will do it alone. Maybe I will. If I can't, maybe Gage and I will just go and do it, and I will suck it up, man up, and we will do some kind of scary-ass adventure in that trailer. Also, we are going to do a trip up to Brian's camp, and Grant and I need to do a 1 or 2 night investigation up there where we finalize. That's where Doug's ashes are going. Doug comes through in all the videos. We need to figure out what is he trying to say to us? A message? You know, is he just visiting, which is kind of what it said in the last video we did at Grant's place, but we need to get up there and investigate that. So there's paranormal stuff to do. There's videography, birds, trips with Gerald. We still have a month of summer left, and I am trying my darndest to pack as much as I can in there. Not to mention, I do have a trip coming up, guys, 10 days on the East Coast with the family. So there'll be another photographer abroad series there. I just finished editing the last Ireland video this morning. Right now, I just finished it. I'm taking a break from editing right now. And here I am filming another video for you guys. So, but you're worth it. Your support makes me want to make more videos. So, lots of stuff coming up. There's stuff I can't even think of right now. There's so many adventures yet to do. And hopefully we're going to have a great fall. We are not done. I have a new invested interest in continuing to film, adventure, and entertain. So I'm gonna do it as long as I can, as long as I'm feeling that urge, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys shortly in the next adventure.